This is an art attack. This is an art attack. This is Art Attack!
Well, here we are again for some more art attacks. I've got all my art attack big pens and pencils ready, and here's one for you. And guess what? It really works. Come and have a look at this. Cut the front of a cereal box and divide it lengthways into 6 equal strips, and then fold the card along the lines. Now, it can be a little bit difficult to fold cards, so you could always use a ruler to help you. And you may be wondering why I'm doing it so easily. That's because I've already folded the card before. And then open it out like that and fold these 2 side strips back on themselves like that and overlap them, and then tape them securely in place, one there and one there like that. So that is the shape of your pencil body. Now, to make the pencil tip, you need to make a cardboard cone. Cut the back of your cereal packet and cut a quarter of the pack out. I'll show you how to do that. Divide it in half one way, in half the other way, and then cut one of these quarters out so it looks like that. And to make the cardboard cone, just watch this. Just fold the corner of the card back like that, and then roll it back on itself, keeping one end nice and loose and wide like that. Just roll it back on itself, and there's your cone. And don't worry if you don't get it right the first time. Just let it go and start again. I'll show you again how to do that. Just fold the corner of the card, and then tightly fold the cone, but leave one end loose like that. So you're rolling it back on itself to make the cone. And there's the tip of the pencil, and just stick it inside the body like that. Now you must tape it into place, and you have to tape it very securely, otherwise it'll all fall apart when it comes to writing with it. And I'm just going to do it very quickly to show you. I never get enough time on Art Attack to show you all these things, and you can take a lot more time to do it, but I'm just going to put another piece of tape on there to make that nice and secure. So that's the shape of the pencil. And to make the drawing tip, take a black felt pen, any size felt tip pen at all, and just snip the top of the cone like that. And the idea is to fit the felt tip pen inside the cone, but don't snip too much off, just snip bits off at a time so that the pen will eventually fit in nice and snugly. And there it goes, and just fit that in. Yeah, that's good. And the idea is to just get the pen right inside, so there's about 1 centimetre of the pen plus its lid showing. And the reason for that centimetre is because, again, you're going to tape that nice and securely. One there and one there. It has to be secure, otherwise you won't be able to write with it. And that's your pencil body. To make it even stronger, stuff it with newspaper. See what I've done here? I've crunched up some really tight newspaper balls, and I'm just going to pop those down inside the cone, like that. In they go, right down inside the cone, and I'm just going to shove them down with a ruler. So now you see why you have to tape it really securely, otherwise it'll all fall apart. And then to stuff the body, just use some other balls of newspaper, not so tight this time, but just stuff them in to make the whole thing nice and sturdy. And then to finish it off, get some more tape and just tape across that open end there to complete the shape of your pencil. And tape is fighting back here, to get that over the end, and it will keep all the stuffing in, all that newspaper stuffing, and it will complete the shape. And the idea is to cover the whole of that open edge, or the open end there, with tape. And then you're ready to make it even sturdier. And the way to do this is to mix some PVA glue, you know, the old white school glue that you get in the squidgy bottles. Mix 2 parts water, 1 part glue, and then just paste it onto the side of your pencil, like that, and take some loo roll or tissue paper. Now, you've probably seen me do this before. It's a great technique. It makes things really strong. Just lay the loo roll or the tissue paper into the glue, and then paste a little bit more on the top. And the idea is to cover the whole of the pencil, except the tip, and And the reason I'm doing this is it just makes the whole job a lot sturdier and it makes it easier to paint. Again, I'll just paste on top of that there and paste it down into all the nooks and crannies. And when it comes to the tip, you put your glue on like that. And when it comes to putting your tissue paper on, make sure it goes into all of those open edges down there and the nooks and crannies. But whatever you do, don't paste over your pen tip or it won't write. And when you've covered the whole thing, apart from the tip, leave it overnight to dry. When it's dry, you'll have something that looks like that. Look what's happened. The tissue paper and PVA glue have gone rock hard. And there it is, rock hard and ready to paint. And you can paint it using poster paint or acrylic paint. And it's always a good idea to paint the tip in a yellow colour or light woody colour. See, this is a sort of yellow ochre colour. That's a nice colour for the tip of the pencil. As far as the rest of the pencil is concerned, you can paint any colour you like, but I like painting them red because I think that is a really good Art Attack colour. And then just to finish it off, you know the way pencils always have writing on? Take one of these gold or silver pens, or you could use a marker, and just put some writing on one side edge of your pencil. There it is. Art Attack. I'm going to write. You can write whatever you want. You can write Art Attack. You could write your name on the side of your pencil. Put Art Attack, I think, because after all it is an Art Attack pencil. And when it's finished, you'll have a really professional, big Art Attack pencil. Look at that. I think that looks absolutely brilliant. And you see what I've done here, just to finish it off, I've just gone round all the detail with black marker, and it just picks out all the detail there along the pencil. I've even put the black lead in at the end. And guess what? It even writes. So take a piece of paper, take off the lid of the pen, hold it very carefully at the end, and watch this. And it's at this time that you'll be really glad that you taped everything nice and secure. Try it yourself. An Art Attack big pencil.
Hello, I'm back. Yes, it's me, the head. Now that is so clever. And to think it all starts off by dividing the front or back of a cereal box into 6 equal strips lengthways, and then folding it around. And don't forget to tape everything securely. They're so fantastic, I've made a set of them. The only problem is they won't fit in my pencil case. Oh.
Bonjour, mes amis. Yeah, nothing like a day trip to France to give me inspiration for a big Art Attack. There we go. Open up. Thank you. Ah. Hey, thank you very much indeed. Just what I need.
I've only got 2 words to say about this picture. Très bon. And if you don't know what that means, look it up in a dictionary.
What do you think of these things? Wax cranes. Boring? Not for you? What about when they're all mixed up and broken? Throw them in the bin? No, don't be mad. Wax cranes are brilliant and they're really versatile. You know, with wax cranes you can draw really thin, sharp lines like this just by holding the crane in the normal way. Or if you turn the crane on its side like that, you can colour in large areas very quickly. But watch this. If you press slightly harder, you get a slightly darker shade. And if you press really hard, like that, you get a much darker shade. So just using one crayon, you can get lots of different shades of the same colour. And there are lots of different colours available, all these different sets. And with wax crayons, you can get some really interesting techniques, such as wax resist pictures. Now, I've done this picture of a parrot using yellow wax crayon. You may just be able to make it out, but if I just wash some watercolour paint over it, the wax resists the watercolour, and there you've got a fantastic wax resist picture. And you put all of these techniques together, and you can make some really brilliant pictures. What about something like this? Start with some light lines. Just there. And turn it on its side. Just press really hard with this, I think. There it goes. Mix the colours on your paper. I'll have one of these, I think. Bet you can't guess what I'm doing. Just press hard. And another one there. Press it very hard with the point. Try not to snap the crane. This gives it away. And a couple of really thin lines. Pressing hard with the point of the crane. And again, the black goes over the yellow very easily. You guessed it, yeah? And finally, a little bit of white paint. And slop it on, and look at that. The wax crayon resists the paint. Try it yourself. Wax cranes, very versatile, even when they are broken.
Hello, my name is Natalie. I drew wobbly lines in different directions to make a grid. I drew crosses in some of the boxes and coloured the shapes in different colours to make a 3D effect.
Hello, my name is Michael. I drew crosses on a grid and coloured the sections in different colours to make it 3D.
Ah, great 3D patterns. It's a sort of 3D wave that plays tricks on your eyes. Try this. Take a piece of paper and just draw some wavy lines running from top to bottom using a black pen or pencil. The idea is to just get those lines waving in any direction like that, and then draw some wavy lines going across the paper in the opposite direction, like that. So when you've actually finished it, you've sort of created a wobbly, checkered pattern like that. And then in each of those wobbly boxes, just draw a sort of wobbly X shape, or it's a sort of wobbly cross, really, isn't it, like that? And then another one in there like that, and go round all the boxes, just draw in wobbly crosses or wobbly X shapes, and do all the boxes in the same way. When you've finished, you'll have something that looks like that. And you notice I haven't done any wobbly crosses in the outside boxes. You'll see why in a minute. Then take a pencil or a crayon or a felt pen, any colour you like, but you must have two versions of the same colour, a darker version and a lighter version. I'm using blue. You can use anything you like, red, green, but you need two versions of the same colour. And then you need to take each of these boxes individually and colour in the two side triangles facing each other. Now do the first triangle with the darker version of your colour. So just colouring mine in with my blue. If you used green, you'd have dark green in this triangle. And then the other side triangle facing it, I'm going to do with my lighter blue, like that. And then the triangle at the top, I'm going to leave white. And that bottom triangle, I'm going to colour in with the black pen I used to draw the thing with in the first place. So I'll just repeat that for you. It's the two side triangles with a light and dark version of your colour. The top triangle is white and this bottom triangle is black. And do the same on all the wobbly boxes. The dark version of your colour, the light version, leave the top white and the bottom one is black. Go around all the boxes doing all the triangles in the same way, and when you're finished, it'll look like this. And you notice I haven't coloured any of these outside boxes in again. That's because you cut them off. And when you cut them off, you'll have something that looks like that. Look at that, a 3D wavy pattern. And to make it even more wavy, if you just roll one of the sides gently, like that, not too tightly, and then roll the other side just to curve it up slightly, like that. And then if you take a piece of backing card or paper, any colour you like, but a good contrasting colour to your pattern, and then just place your 3D wavy pattern over the card, flip it over, put a couple of dabs of glue on, and then position it above your card, and before you press it down, just push the two side edges in like that so you create a wave in the middle of your pattern, and then slam it down and trap it onto your backing paper. Oh, and the glue's stuck. There you have a 3D wavy pattern. And of course you could always experiment with different ways of sticking down your pattern onto your backing board. I've pushed the two side edges in a different direction on this one, and look at that wave in the middle. Try it yourself, a 3D wavy pattern, and I'll see you next time. Ta-ra!